Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. The title of our today's video is How to Add Airtable Record from Webhook Response. So I'm using a form builder application which is not natively integrated with Pabbly Connect. So to integrate that application with Pabbly Connect, we are going to use Webhook by Pabbly. So I wish that as soon as a new response is captured in Webhook by Pabbly, automatically a Airtable record should be created. For this, we are going to create a connection between Webhook by Pabbly and Airtable. To create this connection without knowing any coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So in Pabbly, we have the concept of trigger and action. For trigger, we are going to use Webhook by Pabbly, and for action, we are using Airtable. So if you also wish to learn this process step by step, follow me through the screen.
Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video we are going to learn how to add Airtable record from Webhook responses. So for this we are going to create a connection between our Airtable and our form builder application. So I am using Pabbly form builder as my form builder application in this video, but this is just for the example. You can use any another application which is not integrated inside Pabbly Connect. So as you can see that I have opened the landing page of Pabbly just by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is so easy. So as soon as you'll open the landing page of Pabbly, you will get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you'll get 100 of tasks free every month. But I am an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in. And now it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting two applications. So I'm going to click on Access Now. And yes, you can see that now it is opening my dashboard. And to start with the automation, we are going to click on this button right over here which says Create Workflow. And now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as How to Add Airtable Record from Webhook Response. And now we are going to click on this button right over here which says Create. And yes, you can see that it is opening the most important window of our automation, that is our workflow window. This is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. By this, you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the command. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. And now we are going to select our trigger application, which would be Webhook by Pabbly. So I'm selecting Webhook by Pabbly because I can integrate any application which is not natively integrated with Pabbly Connect with the help of Webhook by Pabbly. So in this video, we are going to integrate Pabbly Form Builder with the help of Webhook by Pabbly. But as you know that I'm only using this for the example, you can use any another application which is not natively integrated. So now for the trigger event, I am going to select Catch Webhook. And as you can see that it is providing me a Webhook URL. We are going to use this Webhook URL to connect our Pabbly Form Builder with our workflow. So I'm going to copy this URL first. And now we are going to our Pabbly Form Builder. And as you can see that this is the dashboard of my Pabbly Form Builder. And I've already created a form, Contact with Us. So I want the details of this form should be added to my Airtable too. For this, from the left sidebar, we are going to open integrations in a new tab. And over here you can see webhooks. So I'm going to click on Create Webhook. And now it is asking me to add a Webhook URL. So I'm going to paste the URL I copied from my workflow. And now we are going to click on Save. And yes, you can see this green dot right over here. This means that we have successfully integrated our Pabbly Form Builder with our workflow. So now we are going to open Share from the left sidebar in a new tab. And yes, we are going to copy this link and open this link in a new tab so that I can do a test submission. I'm going to do a test submission. So for the first name, I'm going to enter demo. For the last name, user, email as demo@pabblytudes.com and the phone number as this. After filling all these details, I'm going to click on submit. And yes, you can see your message submitted successfully. This means that we have submitted our lead successfully. So we are going to open our workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response or not. And yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured the response. Here's the first name of our lead, the last name, email, and also the phone number. So this means that our webhook was successful. So I used Pabbly Form Builder as an example. You can use any another application which is not natively integrated with Pabbly Connect. So now after completing my trigger step, I am moving on for my action step. So for my action application, I'm going to select Airtable because I want that as soon as a new form is submitted in my Pabbly Form Builder, which is my webhook right now, automatically a record should be created in my Airtable too. So I'm going to search for Airtable and select Airtable right over here. And now for the action event, we are going to select Create Record. And now we are going to click on Connect. And as you can see that it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Airtable account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to click on add a new connection and then connect with Airtable. And now you can see that Pabbly is asking for some permissions. So first we are going to select our base. So as you know, the name of my base is lead. So I'm going to open my workflow and I'll select the base as leads. So I'll search for leads right over here and select leads. After selecting this, I'm going to click on grant access because our data is secure with Pabbly. And yes, you can see that we have successfully connected our Airtable account with our Pabbly's workflow. Over here you can see connected. And now it is asking me to select the base name. So as you can see, the name of my base is leads. And the name of my table is table 1. So for the name of my base, I'm going to select leads. And for the table name, we are going to select table 1 only. So you will get more options right over here if you have multiple tables in your base. And now for the name, email and phone number, we are going to map these details. Mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected webhook by Pabbly as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our webhook by Pabbly only. So I'm going to open the response and over here you can see the first name and the last name. So we are going to map the first name, put a space and map the last name. And same we are going to do for email as well. So I'll map email and then for the phone number too. After mapping all these details, now these details have become dynamic and all of these details will change with every new form submitted. And now we are moving forward. It is asking me for enable type casting. So for this, I'm going to select it as false only. And now we are going to click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that we have received a positive response that our details have been added to our Airtable too. And now we are going to open our Airtable account and check that if the details have been added or not. So I'll open my Airtable and yes, you can see name demo user, email demo@pabblytudes.com and the same phone number has been added to our Airtable too. This means that our workflow is successful, but we'll just test the workflow once and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So we are going to open our form again, refresh the page and again we are going to submit a dummy detail. So first name as test right over here, last name as user, email as test@pabblytudes.com and the dummy phone number which is this. After entering all these details, again I'm going to click on submit. And yes, you can see that it is saying your message submitted successfully. This means that Pabbly Form Builder sent our details to our workflow. Further, our workflow created an Airtable record. So now we are directly opening our Airtable and checking that if a new record has been created or not. This time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send test request. We'll directly open our Airtable. And yes, you can see name test user, email test@pabblytudes.com and a dummy phone number has been added to our Airtable too. This means that our workflow under automation is successful. So I'll just summarize the workflow for you once. For a trigger application, we selected webhook by Pabbly. For a trigger event, we selected catch webhook. And then Pabbly gave us a webhook URL. So we copied this URL and pasted in our form builder. So as you know that I used Pabbly Form Builder as an example application. So if you wish, you can use any another application which is not natively integrated with Pabbly Connect. And after connecting our Pabbly Form Builder with our Pabbly's workflow, we did a test submission. Pabbly captured the response of our test submission. Over here you can see the details. After that, we moved on to our action step. For our action application, we selected Airtable. For our action event, we selected Create Record. We connected our Airtable account with our Pabbly's workflow. We selected the base name, table name. We mapped the details like name, email and phone number. We mapped these details because we wanted these details to be dynamic. And again, we clicked on Save and Send Test Request. And over here, you can see the 2 responses that we received during the video. So if you have any query related to the workflow or the video, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone the workflow and share the workflow link in the description box. Thank you for watching.
Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.